80 days. That's how many days notice landlords in Spokane would need to give tenants if they plan to raise their rent if a new ordinance passes. The goal is to give renters more time to find a new place if their current home is no longer in their price range.
But critics argue a 6-month notice period can actually hurt tenants. Bronte Sorotsky explains why reactions are mixed.
Well, some renters say with how tightly they budget, they can't afford a sudden rent increase. This ordinance would give them more time to find a new budget-friendly home if their rent went up. But if the housing market were to change during that time frame, some landlords worry it could backfire on them and their tenants.
It's scary to think about, really.
This Spokane renter is talking about her fears if her rent were to increase.
Yeah, I've gone to them and even talked to them about it. Hey, what are we thinking coming up in June? And the response is, we'll know May.
Danielle Quimby moved to Spokane a year ago and doesn't want to move out of her Kendall Yards apartment anytime soon. But right now, landlords only have to give a 2-month notice to raise rent.
I'm a little nervous going into leasing season.
A newly proposed city ordinance could ease those fears, giving renters an additional 4 months to find housing should their rent go up.
It would expand the notification period from a rental increase from 60 days to 180 days to help keep people in their homes.
Councilmember Dillon says the inspiration for this ordinance stems from the city's current housing crisis. Right now, Spokane would need to add almost 3,000 new housing units a year to keep up with demand. The city is only building around 1,500.
We all know that if rent does increase and you're in a position where you have to move to look for new housing, this will give more time to find new housing.
Spokane's Landlord Association has some concerns, worried the newly proposed time frame is too broad and the housing market could change drastically.
I think that creates possible problems for both the tenant and the landlord to anticipate the costs that far in advance.
But tenants like Danielle say change like this means secure housing for her and others, worried they'll be priced out.
Having a place to live is top priority for me.
Now, if this ordinance were to get city approval, it could go into effect as early as June 1st. In studio, Bronte Sorotsky for News Now.